You thought he was done, huh? No, he's not. He's on to the next one after the VMPXs. Yes, Jack Levin is coming up with some crazy ideas about how to give Xen more value. Yes, so stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this one. It's gonna be some fun. So first, he gave you some free crypto, that's Xen. And then that's not enough. We got to do Xen FTs now. And on top of that, we got to do dbxen and then Phoenix, then Xen Shiba. We got to burn more Xen. And then you got to take your Xen to do some Bitcoin VMPXs. Then he's bored of the BRC20s. Now he's coming back to Xen. Now listen to this. Jack says July 5th announcement. We on to the next one, baby. We are building something that allows a person without knowing any code to launch similar projects such as the VMPXs and that. Now this time will be via Xen burn auctions. This is absolutely bullish. Let's go. Details and blueprints will be available soon, so stick around. Let's go. So he doubled down and goes, since all of those projects and those tokens will use Xen via an auction, Xen will then gain value. This is how you give Xen value. This guy is not stopping until Xen gains value. That's what I like about Jack Levin. He ain't stopping. He's listen. All jokes aside, Jack says deployers should be able to specify a percentage of fees to be paid to burn them through Xen use. That's absolutely dope, man. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but now this is what gets me. He wants to lower the barrier of entry into crypto. He gives them by giving them Xen free. But now he wants to lower the barrier of Devin. Jack wants all of us to become devs now. He's saying, like, you know what? You don't have to know how to code in order to launch your own project, like a BRC20 or something like that. You can launch your own. Jack, if all of us have projects, who's gonna buy Zensu? He chimed in and he said empowerment of self-sovereign individuals and their moms. All right, dope. Now Bellikov.eth, he chimes in and he says, yo, Jack, listen, do something for the actual token. Then what's the point of releasing all of these products just to increase the gas fees on Ethereum? Build something useful, Jack. Yeah, Jack, build something useful. Well, Valhalla replied to this guy and he goes, you missing the point here. The whole point is to actually burn Xen. That's what Jack is trying to do. Now, removing the barrier of entry for contract creation, which means even more Xen burned and uplifting of the Xen ecosystem as a whole, including the VMPXs now. So it's all connected. So he's trying to pretty much, correlate everything together just to increase more Xen burns, right? Crypto bro, he's getting ready for this thing. Dollar said, damn, it's about to be crazy. There's gonna be something new every day. Yo, with Jack, there's no chilling, bro. Look at this, VMPX's vampire. So are you paying attention? So yeah, man, that's crazy. VMPX 5 cents. I hope you guys mint it. Yeah, that's the community is just waiting for it. People, Xenians, Xenians are not playing, but I'm telling you, this is some funny memes on Twitter. But yeah, just all jokes aside, Jack is on to the next one after this VMPX stuff. He really wants to give Xen value, and that's the whole point of this, man. You created the baby, give the baby. You, as a project founder, give the baby some value. But I think he's moving too fast. He's moving way too fast. Jack is on every community, everywhere, every blockchain. We don't know where to go, what to do. BRC20 today, tomorrow is evmpx's, and the next day we're doing this and that. But one thing I like about him though, he's he's resilient. Like he's not stopping until some level of success comes out of this. And I like that. I like where he's going with this, because we're in the middle of a bear market, bottom of the bear. Well, some say we already left the bottom, but we're in a lift off phase. But yeah, I'm just saying, let him cook. Like I was saying a few days ago, people have started to some people started to take my let him cook statement and just, everybody's using it all over Twitter now and Telegram, and that everybody's saying let him cook, let him cook. But yeah, that was just my moment, my let him cook moment. Let him cook, because he's new, he's learning, he's trying to deploy all of these things. But my only worry is that Jack, he says a person can now launch their own project without even knowing how to code. If that's the case, it's just going to be saturated. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But at the same time, look, if you look at the upside now, you're going to have to use Xen with any auction that you start. People are going to have to burn Xen in order to get your token. That will deflate Xen, make it a little bit more deflationary, so we can see more upward price action, which is dope. So I think he's looking at more ways to do another 12x. That is what Jack been up to. I say let him dev. Maybe he will, someone like him is gonna stumble upon a pot of gold. So, you know how you keep just trying and keep on falling and getting back up. VMPX not working, be on to the next one. So that's what he's doing. He's excited. He's in the space. Let him cook, man. That's all I gotta say to this. Now let's move on to what's been going on in the Bitcoin world. Why is Bitcoin moving so fast lately? There you have it. Things have been moving back and forth because an entity called BlackRock and the Fidelities and Wall Street, those stocks, bonds, and mutual fund guys are slowly moving into Bitcoin now. $105 million in BTC abruptly moved to exchanges, right? From wallets to exchanges. Who is doing this? The Bitcoin miners. They are moving this according to Glassnode. I like Glassnode analytics firm. And miners moved $105 million worth of Bitcoin into the exchanges to sell off. Bitcoin miners always do that. Part of the reason why Richard Hart created Hex is because of how he didn't like how the Bitcoin miners always are dumping on people. Because, when you mine Bitcoin, electricity is so expensive. So you're going to have to, whatever Bitcoin you produced, you're going to have to now sell it into the market to make your profit. So which will then always drop the price of Bitcoin. But, with Hex, he kind of reversed it. He said, what if I could we can do time deposits where you kind of delay your gratification and just wait, lock your Hex and stake it, but don't unstake it early. I'm going to penalize you. Now you can wait a little bit longer. So imagine if we told the Bitcoin miner to wait a little bit longer to gain their gratification. That would be absolutely insane. But of course, Bitcoin is different. It's a proof of work. Miners need money to pay for their electricities and livelihoods, so they have to do this. But the interesting thing is, every time they did this, according to Glassnode, blockchain analytics firm, stuff like this happens now, right? Trading hours, US trading hours leading up to this, EU trading hours and Asian trading hours. You can see that according to Glassnode, people from EU and Asia have been buying a ton load of Bitcoin, gearing up for something huge because they heard of the news of Bitcoin ETFs being, spot ETF being approved, or sometimes next week something huge could happen. The SEC is having a meeting with the BlackRocks and the Fidelities, and the companies they are with have a 500 to 1 or something like that success rate, which means 500 times they applied for something and they got it, and only one time they didn't get it. So they reckon those entities by next week would have a meeting with Gary Gensler about Bitcoin ETF approvals. If this is approved, expect some of that $7 trillion market to start moving into Bitcoin heavy, which will eventually trickle down into Ethereum and then the altcoins. That's why I said no matter how slow and high gas fee Ethereum is, it is the second largest crypto by market cap, and it is a first mover, and any ERC20 would have to benefit first before you see the money come over to Postchain. Yes, before the money goes over to Cardano and Postchain and all these other blockchains, it's gonna come to Ethereum first. So the ERC20s are gonna have to pump first before that. That's why when I said pay attention to Hex on ETH and the likes of those, don't forget about them, because most likely you could get left behind trying to run over to Postchain. We're going to play with Postchain and all this other stuff. The Postchains and them, they're going to get the money would later come there. Once the people find out, hey man, look, it's way cheaper to play these games on Postchain than on Ethereum, then they would get there. But because Ethereum is first mover advantage, things are going to move there first heavy before they go over to the Postchains and the Cardanos and the other blockchains. That's all I'm saying. Now, Coinbase shares have skyrocketed over 30% after NASDAQ CBOE amend, Bitcoin approval. Again, TD Ameritrade, the NASDAQs and all of these guys, also they're in there. Every single Wall Street entity is gearing up, ready. They just want to spend their money, but they are scared of the SEC, so they want to get approved first. Once Bitcoin ETF is approved, expect some heavy money coming into the crypto market, which is going to be absolutely crazy. Now, lastly, we got Cardano. Yes, DJET, the Cardano stable coin issued by Coty, has depegged a little bit. People got so scared. I was watching this on Twitter this morning. Look, man, it goes back to what I was saying. I had to sit down with a particular developer in Cardano. Shout out to him and the Wi-Fi team. And, he gave some alpha in there too. He explained the thing about the DJET stuff. They didn't have enough support, from the IOHK Foundation, meaning, hey Charles, all they needed was 250 million ADA to make sure that this is strong enough to peg. Because look, Cardano is due for a huge stable coin, bro. Look, if you go to Binance, they have BUSD at least, or USDC, whatever. If you go to Ethereum, USDC and Tether, the two largest. Even Richard Hart got his own stable coin. For goodness sake, ADA, Cardano, we need our own major stable coin, because they bring in liquid money, they bring in liquidity, and you can pair them with a lot of things and do some great numbers with it. Now, get it, Milkamada, you can bridge all of these stuff, Tether and whatever into Cardano, but we need more power and support, especially from the IOHK Foundation, to make these things work, because Cardano is a great blockchain and I truly believe in it still, and I think it's one of the first movers next bull cycle because of the numbers it did now. Right now, this was just a short one. Listen, let me know in the comment section below, is Jack Levin crazy, or is he back to make us some crazy money with this idea of burning more Zen, but this time in forms of auctions, the 333 auctions. But I think that's what he's trying to motivate. He's always changing stuff anyway, but Jack Levin, bro. Tomorrow is another idea, expected, but he's not stopping until Zen has value and a lot of money flows into Zen. Believe me. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.